I'm Walter Birch, the editor-in-chief of CreditLearningCenter.com, and we're talking about how credit reports work. To understand the role your credit report plays in your life, you might think of it as sort of a financial report card, a report card that not only determines whether or not you'll be approved by lenders, but also how much you'll pay in interest for the privilege of borrowing money. The information in your credit report determines your credit score, and your credit score can cost you or save you a lot of money over your lifetime. So where do credit reports come from in the first place? They come from bureaus who maintain your credit history and release your credit report when requested by those who are reviewing your applications for credit. Now, there are three major credit bureaus in the United States. They are sometimes called credit reporting agencies. These bureaus are Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Each of these giant credit bureaus keep massive credit files on consumers. Now, it's important for you to understand that credit bureaus don't actually originate the information. They just report what's been transmitted to them and store it in huge databases. The information is reported to the bureaus by your creditors, banks, credit card companies, financing companies, collection agencies, even state, county, and federal agencies release public records that are contained in your credit files. Now, while most of the information in your files will be correct, in many instances, credit reports contain inaccurate and negative information that could lower your credit score and cost you money. That's why it's so important for consumers to check credit reports on a regular basis to make sure that they are accurate. Now, if you discover information on your credit report that you believe to be incorrect, you have the right under law to dispute the item in question with the credit bureau. And the credit bureau then is required to investigate the item within 30 days, and the item must be verified or removed from your credit files. All three credit bureaus now allow consumers to file online disputes, and you can learn more about this at CreditLearningCenter.com. So let's look now at the different categories of information contained in your credit reports and some of the things you should be looking for when you check your credit report. The first category is your personal information. This will include your name, address, current and previous, social security number, current and previous employers, etc. Make sure all of this information is correct. Check carefully for any similar names that are incorrect or unauthorized address changes. This could be a sign that someone has changed your contact information to hide fraudulent charges. The next category is your credit history. This section includes your payment history for all of your accounts, such as your auto loans, home loans, credit cards, finance companies, and more. This section also contains information regarding your balances, amount of credit available, and your actual payment status on your accounts. When checking your credit history, make sure all of the accounts listed are truly yours, and the account information and payment status on each of your accounts are correct. The next category, public records. This is your public records on file, which will indicate any tax liens, court judgments, bankruptcies, etc. Check this section of your report carefully, as public records will typically remain on your files for 7 to 10 years. Now, the next category is your credit inquiries. This section includes everyone who has requested a copy of your credit report over the past 2 years. Make sure all the inquiries are familiar to you, as an unauthorized credit inquiry on your report could be a sign that someone has tried to open up a credit card account in your name. It's also important to note that when you check your own credit, this is known as a soft inquiry and will not create an inquiry in your credit files that counts against your credit score. Finally, your credit report may also include dispute statements. These are statements of explanation that you are allowed to place in your credit files. Overall, it's important for you as a consumer to take charge of your personal credit. At CreditLearningCenter.com, we often say the only one who can possibly know if the information in your credit report is accurate is you. So know your credit, manage it, and protect it, because it can be a very key part of your financial future. For more details on how to check your credit, monitor your credit, and improve your credit, you can visit CreditLearningCenter.com. That's it for this time. Until next time, here's hoping you get the most out of your credit and the most out of your life.